Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Tina and I'm going to be doing a reading for whoever is on the top card here. If you follow me, you know I've been doing this for, well, the last readings were all done without knowing who the sign was. So I'm going to do it another round. I think it went good. I do. I'm not trying to test spirit, I'm trying to test myself. And spirit is lovingly obliging, so I appreciate that so much. I'm asking the spirit guides, angels, archangels, and all that is good and coming from a place of love and light to please join us and help me give a good reading for that card in the top of the deck, of this little red deck. So, here we go. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much for all your guidance and your help. Please help me give a hopeful and accurate message to these people, things they might need to know. Six of Cups, a reunion perhaps, a love coming back. This could possibly be just thinking about yourself, about your past self and your future self. Definitely is got a theme about loyalty because we've got a dog there. You've got a Six of Swords here that's crossing you. So being moved away out of treacherous waters to somewhere safer by spirit. That's how I see that Six of Swords card. So what's in your past? What's in the past? Oh my God, another six. Victory. One fell on the floor. In the bottom, you have the Knight of Swords. That's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Quick movement. Swords are about thoughts and knowledge. In your future, you have the Empress. I think that's the best card in the deck. So, that's pretty good. That's bossing up and owning who you are, you know, which is the Empress energy. It's creative and pure. It's love. Being able to create things so that it didn't start from anything. At the top in your mind and your thoughts, you have the Eight of Wands. This is about, you know, it's fast action. I always see that as source energy coming in to help. So maybe you're a spiritual individual and you're thinking really spiritually about some stuff. And then in your outcome you have justice. And then we need some guidance from spirit, please. What's the guidance, spirit? What do you have to say? Oh. So it's the moon, something that's hidden that you don't see perhaps. That's a lot of cards. Maybe just one or two more, please, Spirit. On your advice. Okay. So let's so this top one is your outcome and your advice. Five of Swords. Looks like you're gonna get justice for something. Wow. Okay, wow, that is quite the outcome and advice. Bottom of the deck, overall energy is the Nine of Cups. This is about getting everything you want, but it's also about knowing what you do want. I'm going to set that there. And then we'll just start to clarify here. Let's start with the overall Nine of Cups energy. Tell me about that overall overall energy, please, Spirit? The Nine of Cups. What side of that overall energy? Thank you so much for your guidance and your love. Okay, so it's clarified by the Battle Wagon, which is the Chariot card. That's becoming the driver of your own life. It's here we are back at the Six of Cups again. So that's what started the reading. So you're that Six of Cups evidently might be something that is you know, a wish fulfillment for you. This Six of Cups is often about like it's often about, you know, love from somebody that is from your past. And rushing in toward them with the Chariot, you know, and that's your wish fulfillment. And that's evidently the overall energy of this reading, you know. It's all about that Six of Cups. So let's clarify that Six of Cups, which is in the center of your reading and in your overall energy. Wow. Somebody from your past. Okay, the Six of Cups. And then here comes the right away, Three of Swords. It's somebody that you moved on from. Three of Swords is about a heartbreak. It's usually showed with a heart with three swords stabbed through it. It's a very painful situation. But this card shows this person walking away, moving on, not being stuck with that broken heart, but moving on and actually moving too. Like, she's moving to a new home. And so is there anything else on that? Do you have anything else to say about the Six of Cups? Six of Cups. Okay. Six of Cups clarified by the Four of Wands. Something on your home front. This could have possibly be somebody that you were married to or involved with in some kind of, you know, the Six of Cups also sometimes means like a karmic partner, soulmate kind of energy. I don't see the other cards that clarify that, but this one popped out, and it definitely does clarify that. So evidently there was some pain and a desire to move forward. So this could be why you're being taken by spirit to somewhere else. So tell me about the Six of Swords. Where are they going, Spirit? Where are they being taken to by you? Where are you taking these guys? King of Wands. King of Swords. So that's about telling the truth. That's about knowledge. That's about cutting people out of your life. So maybe Spirit's the one that did that for you. You know, enlightened you to something, and then you just did it. Yeah, this is all about ascending with the Seven of Wands. This is about elevating yourself. See, she has the stool there. It's about elevating yourself spiritually, you know, going up in vibration, tapping into spirit, having them lead your life, obviously, with that boat, you know. That's what the Seven of Wands is about. It's about ascending. Okay, so, you know, before we get too far down the road, we do have some number sequences here that I feel like are definitely worth exploring. And the first one is a 666. Now, sixes, trying to see here, I have a little page with numbers on it, what they kind of signify, but you should Google it, because, you know, 666 could mean different, but sixes mean communication, cooperation, and harmony. So, alright, so here you go with another 6. You've got a 6 of Wands here. That's victory. That's in your past. What were you victorious about? Sorry, I don't know why I always drop them. Well, let's see. You were victorious about. Okay, so you're working. You're victorious in your work. This is taking action and making changes, you know, using wisdom, using knowledge. And then again, you have this Ace of Swords. So basically, I think what they're saying, that you're victorious of cutting this, what doesn't serve you, out of your life. And you've been working very hard on yourself. And taking out things that don't serve you anymore. That's what I see. And people, places, and things that don't serve you anymore. You cut them out, and you've been victorious about it. That's a beautiful thing. And you're working on yourself. Definitely moving forward into this Empress energy in your future. Let's look at what's in your roots? The Knight of Swords. This is an air signs. I feel like you got heavy air here. So, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You have also got, and you also have the King of Swords. Yeah, you've got a lot of swords. You've got the 5, the 8, the King, and the Ace. You've got the King twice, actually. So that might be who this is about. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be, you know, you could be that sign, or someone else. But so you got this Knight of Swords rushing in, and the 3 of Pentacles tells me that this person or you wanted to work on something. The Standing Stone, number 11, you got that twice, 2 of them. This was something that was equal and fair. That's nice. Oh, and then it ended. 10 of Swords. So now I understand what this is saying here. This is manifesting, saying goodbye. This is a 10 of Swords. And in this particular deck, what it means is that she's actually intentionally letting go. You know, she's doing rituals. She's talking to the moon. She is definitely, you know, setting her intentions and making it happen. So this is what it means by you're victorious and that you work so much, you know. That's beautiful. Good for you. Let's see. Up in your mind here is the 8 of Wands. So let's see what that is. I feel like it is spirit, because you are definitely elevating yourself. I can see that. I can see that with that 7 of Wands. You know, you are working on yourself. You're working on your relationship with spirit. And spirit is like honed in on you. Like you are their target. And you know it. You know you're being guided and led and loved. That's so cool. Do we need a clarifier on the 8 of Wands? Do we need clarification on the 8 of Wands, spirit? Oh. The devil. Okay, so yeah, it's your manifesting. They're blessing your manifesting. They're blessing your skills. Spirit is coming in with all forces, and they're backing you completely 100% up. You have succeeded. You've done it. You've manifested, and they have your back. Oh my God, that's beautiful. And you're headed toward Empress energy here, so that's so good. Oh, that's your future outcome. Look at it. I see it all over the place. First you got the Nine of Pentacles. Can you see? Yeah. So first you got the Nine of Pentacles here. This is becoming, this is Spirit guiding you toward total independence. This owl represents knowledge. It represents spirit. And it represents them guiding you to a place where you're completely happy. You're completely content. This doesn't, it's got all these pentacles, which represents wealth, or it could mean any kind of wealth in pentacle land, it could mean your home, you're stable is what it means. You're stable with spirit as your partner. And then you just boss up and you become this queen of pentacles. This is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn vibe here. So you really have so much beautiful stuff coming in front of you. Let's clarify the Empress. Clarify the Empress. Spirit, how's that happening? What do we need to know? Oh. This has something to do with love. There's the King of Cups. King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So the Emperor, or Empress and love. King of Love. I would say that King of Love definitely belongs in that with that Empress, because she is pure love too. She creates everything out of love. That's how she does it. So what else about that? Tell me more about the King of Cups. Is there any reason that he's there? Okay, so this is actually the Devil card, and this is kind of not being aware of your surroundings. The Devil card usually means addiction, so like paired with these two, like this could be saying you're being blocked from your Empress energy because of alcohol, like just because he's drinking is what I'm saying, but this can always mean addictions, codependency, stuff like that. And maybe since they're coming out like that, it means that it's blocking your Empress energy in the future, not being able to see what's going on around you. So you have this guy and he's setting a bear trap, but the bear's looking at him. He doesn't see it. Now, up in the background, they have so much angelic stuff going on. Like, these are not people. These are beings, They're definitely not bad beings, but they're beings. But this guy cannot see it. So it could be that if you have some sort of addiction, that you don't understand how much it's affecting your life and your growth. And then we got the Seven of Cups. Cups can always represent alcohol. I don't know if that's what I usually see when I see this card here. But I kind of am bothered by this, because I feel like you are ascending, you're manifesting, you're being guided by spirit. But in the future here, you have a blockage with this energy, becoming, actually stepping full on into this Empress energy. I feel like there's a block there. And so here's the Seven of Cups. Now this is in your environment. This is what you are doing right now. you're looking at your life. You're looking at all the choices that you've made in the past and what options you have. Maybe you're at a place in your life where you get to choose a new path and you are not quite sure. So you look at your past and you look at where you've been, you know what doesn't work, and you know some of the stuff that's safe too. So this is you just contemplating, your options, thinking about what road you want to take. Please clarify the Seven of Cups, please. Oops. Oh my gosh, that was a lot. Seven of Cups, damn it. Look what, that's the only one. Oh, I dropped a bunch, but that's the only one that actually popped up, which is this again. It's the Empress again, the Earth Mother. So I feel like, you know, maybe this is somebody in your life that you see as the Empress, somebody that's been in your past. But up here in your future, it looks like something might stop you from getting to her. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups and the Earth Mother here. Seven of Cups. Why is that Seven of Cups here? Thank you so much. Appreciate your help, guidance, love. Alright, so here's what popped out. The Wheel of the Year, which is the Fate card. So it's very possible that this Empress is your fate. Maybe she's your divine feminine and it's a fated thing, but you don't see it. This is the Moon card. This is about illusions. It's like sometimes you think something is one way and then it turns out that it's another way. It could be about secrets, could be about deception, but it's definitely, things are different under the moonlight than they are the sunlight, right? And it's been illuminated, or it means that you're trying to figure this out and this is your answer, but you absolutely don't see it, and it is fate. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles. This is your strength, being independent. This is the strength that drives you, And you don't really want to let it go. You don't want to let your independence go. Oh. Wow. You don't want to let your independence go. You like it. Yeah. But you're just sitting here and you're trying to decide, like, should I let go of these pentacles and answer the door? Or should I just say goodbye? You're trying to decide. Queen of Pentacles. This is like the minor arcana Empress, really. She is grounded and tapped in. She's lady. She's the lady of the day. She's the catch of the tarot, in my opinion. She's very tapped into nature. She's tapped into spirit. She's comfortable in her own skin. She loves everything. She loves life and nature. And then we got these two cards here. Now, you've got a wish fulfillment card. You've got a heavy load of the 10 wands, and then you got a final decision, a harvest, a karma card. What you reap is what you sow, This card in specifically talks about a harvest, This is about planting seeds. It's about harvesting. It's about using that harvest for a second harvest. Why? It takes time. It takes time to get to the spot where you get to make your decision. And so I think that this Queen of Pentacles is your wish fulfillment. but it seems like a burden. And you're trying to make a final decision. It's taking you some time. You know, you planted the seed, you harvested the first harvest, and maybe you're working on the wine now. You know, like you haven't made a final decision. This is your hopes and fears too. This is your hopes and fears column. So it could very well be that you hope for this, she's your wish fulfillment, but you're afraid it's going to be a really heavy load and you're not going to be able to handle it. And you're thinking about it. You're taking the time to decide what you really, really want. Those are all your thoughts. So those are your hopes and fears. You know, I feel like you do want to have a harvest here, but I feel like you think it's maybe too much work. You know, that's kind of what it looks like. You know, you're worried about it. You're processing it right now. And all right, so up here in your outcome, let's see, let me move that again so you can see it. We've got the Justice card here. This is about equal and fair things. You have that here too at the bottom in your root system. You are fair. This is Libra vibe. So you really are a fair person and you do seek justice in everything that you do. But this particular situation has been very emotional. This is the advice from Spirit, okay? And this is how they laid down, is this way. So I'm going to go this way. This is the Moon card. It's the emotion card. Like, look at, she's in a sea of emotions. She's overwhelmed. Look at, it's a 9. You know what 9s mean? 9s mean that you're getting to the place where you're starting to accept it. You know, you kind of have a choice at the 9. You can either hang on to it for a while, or you can accept what's happening and just go for it, you know. I would say every time I see this Moon card, this specific one, and she's like drowning in her emotions, I also think of the Queen of Cups card that shows surrender. And I think the way out of a deep emotional stress is through surrendering. Asking Spirit to help you balance your emotions and get your shit together, you know? It's all about balance. Look here, the Justice card. So, yeah. So it looks like you're really worried about this. You're thinking about it a lot. But you see how this guy's like holding his head like he's got a headache? This card seems like such a sad card. Like it almost looks like someone fell. Like there's blood. Like there has been, like it might even be his. Maybe he hit his head or something. But he's definitely out, you know. But look at this bird. These birds represent source energy. They represent your spirit guides, your angels, your love team. And they are really trying to let you know that you're okay and that they're all around you. So make sure and look for signs. Specifically, these black birds, you know. Whenever you see them, you know, sometimes like circling around your house, it's really kind of crazy how Spirit really does use these things, you know. Anyway, watch for them because they're definitely your spirit team, and make sure and tap into that energy. Say thank you too, because they are guiding and loving you. They're even trying to tell you what to do here. And 8 of Swords. Here you are again. You feel like you are trapped. Look, here's her real self. She's not trapped at all. She's just looking in a mirror. But in the mirror, she sees herself as being all tied up, blindfolded. This is a choice that she's making, you know. She wants to be blindfolded. She doesn't know what to do because she's all stuck about the emotional stuff. She's all stuck about the pain. You know, there's bloodshed here. And again, you see source energy trying to untie her and unblindfold her. The thing is about the Eight of Swords energy is that these guys can try and untie you all they want, but it's really your own, it's your own illusion. So you kind of have to step out of that energy yourself, you know? Maybe you just don't want to look at the truth of something, you know? And then the King of Swords here is the final card. This is your advice from Spirit. King of Swords. Now look at all this guidance. This guy has an owl, which is definitely wisdom and spirit-driven wisdom. He's got a crow up here. He's got a bat. He's got feathers. He's got... Oh, that's not... Yeah, he has feathers on, but he's got this... This looks like maybe a dragonfly or something like that, you know? He has his sword down. Now, the King of Swords can be kind of like, hey, I'm going to cut you out of my life because you did this and this and this. But this guy, he's more balanced than that, you know? He's, I feel like he's just tapped in. And he's listening to all the animals around him. He's listening to Spirit, you know? He has the sword down. He's not cutting anyone out. He might not even be speaking. He's just silently listening here. You know, the sword's suit is about communication. And we all know that half of communication is speaking and the other half is listening. And so, see, his sword's down. He doesn't need to say anything. He doesn't need to tell someone to fuck off and die. He just is simply taking in the messages from Spirit. And I think that is your lesson, that's your advice from Spirit, you know. Like, you do have the ability, the sword and everything, but they're asking you to, you know, not really, maybe just to listen a while, you know, let these birds and stuff, like, really do, and listen to them, you know, because that's going to be your key to getting out of this emotional sea of sadness. So, can you clarify? You want to clarify anything on that? Messages and guidance? Did I not cover something? Is there any more messages for that? Evidently, yes, there are. Yes, there's more ways. Well, first of all, you've got the Queen of Swords here, and this is the divine counterpart of the King. So I don't know if you might be an air sign. I haven't looked yet, but this is a divine couple. Could mean that all of this has to do with love, you know, and maybe some miscommunication. Maybe one person not listening and the other one, you know, one being prepared to listen and one being, you know, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is like, she's not scared at all to cut somebody out. She's just like, she doesn't put up with shit. And she doesn't use her heart in her decisions, you know. King of Swords isn't necessarily